We're getting dressed up from the waist down. If you ain't got no money, I can show you.
Kia ora, welcome back. I'm here with Kids of 88 on the day that they release their debut album. It's called Sugarpills. I've got it right here. How are you feeling, guys?
Jaded. No, we've felt really good. It's quite, release in 2 words. The fact that the album's out, and also just because it finally means that this thing that we've been working on for the last 2 years is finally out into people's laps. And so it's quite weird, and we're interested to see what the response is, but at the same time we're just happy to have it out.
Let's talk about your style of music, because I think the cool thing is, you'll put your songs on in a club, like a dance club, and people will go nuts. But I've been even in a rock bar and they put on your tunes and people go nuts. So I think it's got that kind of crossover thing. So how would you describe it? You were talking Primal Scream beforehand, and I can totally see that.
Yeah. It's the ethereal kind of psychedelic approach to kind of dance music. That's what dance music is. It's a rhythm, but it's in everything that floats you and kind of makes you want to cut shapes and quadrilaterals and hexagons and stuff. But it's the grit as well. The thing that people love about dance music is getting down and dirty. It's that getting rid of your inhibitions, and who cares if you get a bit gross. And I think that was the type of thing that we wanted to encapsulate. We felt that the best way to do that was just add some fuzz guitars, and probably that's why it crosses over. We never really consciously said let's try and make something that covers all areas.
Let's talk about in the band festival was just you two, really, yeah. And so, but now when you play live, you've got a full band with you.
2 other boys, 2 other minstrels following us around.
Yeah, totally. So it's just me and Sam and Kids of 88, but when we play live, we have a guitarist and a drummer. And luckily, we've known these guys for probably the last 5 years.
Yeah,
and everything sort of fell into place.
Yeah,
when we got asked to play our first gig, which was never meant to happen in the first place.
Yeah.
We said, hey guys, you can play on drums and you go play guitar.
Yeah, it was.
Play some songs.
It was bizarre. Because we always, the live element was always going to happen, regardless. It seemed that we had these songs. It wouldn't have made sense had we just left them as just a recorded format. So we always knew we wanted to have a live presence, and that was always going to be a band. But we didn't know that our 2 good friends would be kind of a big part of it.
Okay, let's talk about the album. Now, you recorded this pretty much all yourselves, yeah? Like in your own studios?
Yeah. We, I guess, we have our own kind of studios that we put everything together in. My one's called Creature Club, and Jordan's is called The Dream Machine. And it was, we just conjured up these sounds, and it only made sense that we did it ourselves. I think because it was the album in which we spoke just our pure personalities, it wouldn't have made sense had we, filtered it through someone else. And we definitely sought the help of other people. We mixed it with James Duncan. He came into my house, and I had never met him before, and so it was cool just sitting there and talking and getting to know this guy in the most intense, fully immersed, regime that we'd set up. So by the end of the 2 weeks, we kind of hated and loved each other very much.
Cool. Well, we've got 10 tracks on the album. Is that right?
Yes.
10 tracks.
And 11 on iTunes.
Right.
Bonus.
Now, can you tell me about your favourite tracks? Or one of the favourite tracks on the album before I go and play your latest single?
Yeah. Well, what's your favourite?
My one's probably the last track, SQRL.
Okay, the closer.
Which you've got a good story about.
Okay.
Which you can tell if you want.
Well, it's about a marsupial. It's about a squirrel. And it's very romantic in the sense that when I was writing it, I was lucky to be in the States, and I was sitting on a balcony and looked across, and this little creature just crawled up this telephone wire and sat at me, and we exchanged this gaze, and it only felt natural that because I was working on that beat at the particular time that it'd be about that. And I don't know, it's kind of like this idea of something really kind of ferocious and passionate being encased in a small frame like myself. And
Kindred spirits.
And hence why that song just feels good being a closer, I guess.
Cool, I like it. So it's SQRL.
Correct.
Well, we're going to go into your latest single, which is called Downtown. What can you tell me about that people may not already know?
Well, they may or may not know. We directed the video. Our Special Problems created the video for us, which is amazing.
Yeah.
They continue to outdo themselves, which is quite a benchmark. And the song, not going to tell you what it's about. It's really up to you. I mean, there's a few hidden kind of dirty meanings in there. See if you can come up with your own.
You're a bit like that, aren't you? Even with your video clips, they're always kind of subtly dodgy, kind of.
We yeah. I mean, like it's like the point of innuendos. It's up to the imagination. So that's kind of our, our tagline. Maybe our obituaries. We're not too sure yet. But we kind of like to encapsulate that in the videos. So we leave it up to you.
All right, we'll call it Naughty But Nice. It's Kids of 88. Here's their new album. It's called Sugarpills. It's out now, even today as we speak right here. And we're going to go into their latest single. It's called Downtown on NZOwn.